welcome to a very special show here on Overdrive. I am Sohini Dutt. Just a few weeks ago, our team embarked on a very ambitious drive. A drive in the Audi e-tron up to Ladakh. But that's not the only thing that was epic about this drive. We also teamed up with ABB, one of the largest electric charging infrastructure providers in the world, and Lion Charge to set up charging points across the Chandigarh to Ladakh highway. And this is that story.
Today we're setting off on what could be Overdrive's most ambitious project yet. We're driving up, as you can see, in front of a EV charging station, and what I'm getting charged here is the Audi e-tron, and we're heading up all the way to Leh. What we've done is not just driving this car up to Leh. What we're also doing at the same time is setting up a charging infrastructure from Chandigarh all the way up to Leh, which means in association with Audi and ABB, Overdrive is setting up 5 charging stations along the way from Chandigarh going all the way up to Leh. These 5 points are at Mandi, Manali, Jispa, Pang, and then finally one more in Leh.
The charger provided by ABB is a 22 kilowatt Type 2 AC charger. It is one of the quickest AC charger setups anywhere in the country and is capable of charging, let's say, a 50 kilowatt hour battery in a little over 2 hours. However, the e-tron is restricted to accept only up to 11 kilowatts from an AC charger, much like other EVs, and this extends the charging time taken. However, the next generation of EVs will be able to accept the full 22 kilowatt from Type 2 AC chargers. So, charging should be a much quicker affair.
We started off from Audi Chandigarh, and unfortunately, well, there have been power issues in Chandigarh, because of which we couldn't get a full charge on the e-tron. I've got a range of about 287 kilometers.
The effort was to get to Mandi, roughly around 210 kilometers away from Chandigarh. We had set up another charging point at the Patial filling station, an IOCL petrol pump. It's not as simple a journey as we thought it would be. The climb up to Patial saw us lose a significant amount of charge, and even the traffic and constant halts could barely juice up the e-tron. Things were looking tough. We made it to Patial with very little charge to spare. And to add to our problems, there was no power due to some construction work on the highway, which meant we had to wait until power was restored to the region. Nonetheless, we got around 50% of charge and were on our way to Manali well after sundown.
We're now ready to start off on our next leg, which takes us from this wonderful Himalayan resort in Manali. That's where we've set up the second charging station on the Chandigarh to Leh highway. But we are now heading to Jispa, to Padma Lodge. We are crossing over from Manali through the Atal Tunnel into the Lahaul and Spiti Valley. Now this is the first time that an electric vehicle, an SUV, is going to go through the Atal Tunnel. That itself is a momentous occasion, but then we're going to enter proper Himalayan territory. The e-tron makes the most sense for a journey of this sort. A distance of about 700 kilometers between Chandigarh to Leh. The e-tron is best suited for it because, well, it's got the largest battery, first of all. 95 kilowatt hour battery. It is the largest, which means it holds the most capacity. Second, you've got 2 electric motors, one driving the front axle, the other driving the rear axle. But all of that, the battery management system also, depending on the mode you're driving in, whether it's the range mode, the efficiency mode, or whether you want to be in the dynamic mode, will divert power to either of those motors. So you can be front wheel driven, or rear wheel driven, or all wheel driven as well. Third, it's got adjustable dampers, which means you can raise the height of the car or lower the height of the car. And in Ladakh, there definitely are certain sections where we need the additional ground clearance to get across some of the obstacles. Bad roads essentially. Roads which sometimes have, well, rocks strewn all over them. And third is the range. Audi claims WLTP cycles. Well, this 408 PS motor, the combined motors output, with over 600 Newton meters of torque will still give you a range of about anywhere between 350 to 480 kilometers, which makes it ideal for a drive of this sort. For those in the future who want to take this journey, undertake this journey to Leh, well, depending on the conditions, depending on the situation, how many more chargers can be added along that route, I think this would be a fairly simple task to do. So we've come up to Jispa, which is a distance of about just a little short of 100 kilometers, and the e-tron's given fairly decent range today. We just lost about 110 kilometers of charge, that's about it. But we're here in front of the charging unit, we're charging it, but there are immense voltage fluctuations. In fact, when we landed in here, there was no power, and this is one challenge that some of these regions in India will face as EV proliferation grows stronger across the country. Some far-flung regions will have power outages, will have voltage fluctuations, and while we're trying to and hoping that things get better, fingers crossed that by morning, at least 8 hours away, we get enough of charge in our battery. Let's see how it goes. Tomorrow, however, the big challenge starts.
Coming up, our journey gets tough and range anxiety kicks in as we climb higher altitudes. Stay with us on this electric journey.
हेलो मैम हम मारुति सुजुकी रोड साइड स्टेशन से हैं।
अश्मा, हमारी गाड़ी का पेट्रोल कम है।
हाँ डैड, टीम यहाँ है।
जुड़िए अपनी कार से जैसे आप जुड़े हैं अपनों से। मारुति सुजुकी की पीपल टेक्नोलॉजी पेश करती है सुजुकी कनेक्ट, जिसमें है लो फ्यूल अलर्ट और कई अन्य फीचर्स।
Is that we're consistently climbing. The roads are fantastic, we're climbing, and it gives us very few opportunities to recuperate charge. Here's another interesting challenge that we're facing. The e-tron, it's a fantastically handling car. Brilliant dynamics, absolutely stable, such fantastic stability. So in a conventional car, with not so great dynamics, it constantly brake in the corners, slow down, take the corner gently. The e-tron is able to just carry itself through that corner. And that means we're not able to generate enough charge as we're going along. So you have to try and increase your speed to a point where you'd have to brake when you enter a corner. But here's the irony of it. For you to get up to speed, you need to discharge some, and then when you brake, you hope that you recover, get back a little bit of that energy you've lost while picking up your speed. This journey is all about claiming small victories every single step of the way. It's like a game of chess. You have to sacrifice some just so that you can get yourself into a good position to gain a little. It's just one step at a time.
Not an easy journey. The 160 odd kilometers were tough on us and the e-tron. Fortunately, with some careful driving, we were able to make it to Pang early in the evening.
This is Pang. We're roughly 15,000 plus feet above sea level, but we're here because we're installing India's highest electric charging point. Now that's a Type 2 AC charging station right behind there, getting set up. This is being set up thanks to ABB and Lion Charge. We've got an extensive network around the country, and now this becomes the highest charging station. The e-tron, well, it's been absolutely fantastic. I think it's almost done. We're finished with that. The e-tron's been fantastic, but it's time to give it a charge before we head up to Leh. With that, we're ready to get it charged.
With voltage issues, we couldn't gather enough charge in the e-tron and had to make do with just 50% battery charge before we set off for Leh, driving over the highest pass on this journey, the Tang Lang La. However, the e-tron had no issues whatsoever reaching Leh. Even though charge dropped down to nearly 20%, we comfortably reached our charging station at the Fortune Hotel in Spituk, Pharka. Next morning, we were on schedule to inaugurate Leh's fastest electric vehicle charger yet.
Coming up on the other side, we inaugurate Leh's first electric vehicle charger, and we also recuperate energy downhill from Khardungla.